Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a GN game between Railgan and Baeyang here on Zen the Ladder Edition. Top right hand corner, it is the red Zerg player, Railgan. Link to his Twitch channel and his YouTube channel in the description, and in the bottom left here, it is the blue Terran player, Baeyang. Now I know what you're thinking. Falcon, you cast a lot of Railgan. Clearly he wins this game. Look, no. Railgan is a confident individual. He has sent me losses before. I have cast them. He has no problem with that. So if you think Railgan's going to win, you are wrong, making a wrong assumption. Maybe he will win, maybe he will lose, and that's why we watch sports, right? Esports, ball sports, doesn't matter. That is why we watch, because we don't know what's going to happen. And getting surprised is most of the fun. Alrighty then, so no proxy here, just a little bit of a 16 hatch here from Railgan, 18 gas, I'm assuming, but hang on a second. This is Railgan we're talking about. He is a very, very aggressive Zerg player, man. There we go. There's your pool here at 17 supply. Zen has a pretty darn short rush distance here, so I think that's what he was thinking when he spawned on this map, and then gas. And if Baeyang here does an SCV scout and just sends a Reaper across the map, he might be in a bit of trouble here with his expansion. We've seen this a lot, you guys. Oh, a reactor here from Baeyang into a factory. Is he skipping Reaper, just going right into like Hellion or something? Is he going to try to expand too? He is sending the SCV across, so he's going to notice the timing on the pool. It's not a 12 pool per se, but it's going to be early Zerglings nevertheless. But I don't think that matters. Baeyang's one base in it, man. He is absolutely 100% not interested in expanding right now. The Overlord's going to come in and see this. Railgun's going to be like, oh, there's not a command center up. That's interesting. My Zerglings are going to accomplish nothing now. Although they could have just been defensive anyway. So he immediately tosses down a spine crawler. He's like, all right, something's going to try to kill me fast. Immediate spine crawler coming up. What is this guy doing? He's got double gas rolling, but not even fully saturating the refineries. I mean, Hellions, right? Yeah, so Hellions here into an expansion. So the build is a little bit odd. His expansion is late, but he does get Hellions out faster. And these Lings are cruising around the bottom side trying to see what they can do. But there's not a Baneling nest or anything. So this is just regular old Zergling harass. Speed is pretty far away at this moment. What are we doing? Starport here too. Could be a battle cruiser rush, as he has fully, well, he's got 2 workers on each gas now instead of like 1 on the one of them. I wonder if that was a mistake. But again, this is the EU GM ladder. These are not players that suck. Like, they know what they're doing. If the Terran player is doing weird stuff, it's because he knows what he wants to do. Yeah, that's not happening. Get out of there. You're not coming in the front door. Queen blocking that. Other side getting protected by another queen and a spine, and this queen too. And getting blocked off by an evolution chamber. I'm loving that stuff. Zergling's just hanging out. Like, are they maybe going to try to jump in here? That's why the Hellion is home, though. He knows he's worried about Lings showing up. So the Hellions are going to stay home. These Hellions actually coming back home. So the Hellion count against this is pretty fantastic. Quick lair from Railgun off of 2 bases, but still no Roach Warren. What is he doing? I would think maybe something insane like Infestor Rush, but ever since they got rid of Infested Terrans, it just doesn't seem viable as a crazy strategy. Even as a crazy strategy. So Hellion drop coming in from Baeyang. Kind of loving that. I've died to this before, man. Really fast, like Hellion drop inside your main base. That sucks. Some Marines attacking your natural at the same time. It's a bad experience. Just going to call it that right now. Speedlings cruising on in, and they do stop all the mining here at Baeyang's natural base. The Marine does get focused down. Additional Marines coming out, though. Golly, these Lings are getting way too much done here. Tank finally shows up and says, I'm not great at killing Zerglings, but oh, that drop attempt, no. Railgun saw it coming. Like, the Overlord and the Lings saw that thing coming, knew when to expect it and where it was going, and just shut it down hard. So yeah, Railgun pretty confident. However, he's still on 2 bases. Is he 2-base Mutalisking? He's getting his 2nd gas. He's getting a 3rd gas and a 4th gas. Okay, so he's 2-base Muto, which is really more of a Brood War strategy. It's been a Brood War strategy for eons and eons of time. It's still viable today in 2020, which is insane, but... Alright, so he's... really thinking about jumping in there, but there's a Spore, and the medevac's already so injured. I think it just has to go home. Whatever the heck Baeyang is trying to do here, it's not working out very well. We've got a tank in production. It's going kind of Marine tank here, sending the Marines across the middle, bringing some SCVs with him. Oh, the tanks, never mind, go around the outside. Because, you know, they couldn't squeeze through this tiny area. Viking almost kills an Overlord, but chooses not to. Oh, second Viking comes through to finish the job. All right, man. Another spine coming up right now. This is a pretty intense attack, but Railgan on 2 bases should be able to hold this. If he had a third, this would be a really unconventional timing from the Terran. Pulling the SCVs too is crazy. And he's throwing up a bunker at the 5-minute mark. Almost the 6-minute mark right now. This is weird, man. I like GM games for their weirdness more than anything else. So Zergling's going to try to knock down this wall, which there's nothing defending it, so it shouldn't be too bad. Pushing up, setting up. Got a tank pretty well protected from getting attacked from this angle, but from the backside could be a concern. Zergling should really not get through this with SCVs repairing, because they kind of stopped repairing. Tanks firing on the evolution chamber. Broodlings are going to come out. Not do anything there. I hit the wrong base there on that one. Somebody's got the Tastosis voice pack rolling for Baeyang, would be my guess. Queen's trying to engage. Ling's coming from the backside. Get in the bunkers. Get in the bunkers. There you go. So tank goes down, but the Lings are all dead. Still 2 tanks remaining here and firing on those Queens. Queens do not want to fight with siege tanks under any stretch of the imagination. Taking down a gas, which is big for Railgun's gas income here right now. And where are these drones going? Railgun is fleeing. He's going to his 3rd base, which he's taken. Okay, fair enough. 3rd base coming up for him right now. And this 2-base attack, man, these Hellions have been around forever. 8 kills on that one Hellion is not bad. Some of those are probably Broodlings, so it doesn't matter as much, but yeah, firing on, that's the lair too. Railgun took his lair at his natural because that's usually safer against drops and things, but might backfire. So slow Banelings and Zerglings coming in. Target firing the Banelings pretty effectively, but not well enough. They get the missile turret in order to try to save the Mutalisks, but there are enough Marines remaining, especially in bunkers. They can handle it. This is really touch and go right now. Siege tank with 19 kills. Finally get... Oh, still alive. Is he going to get the lair? He's firing on that lair, man. Baeyang is not doing a fantastic job at reinforcing at the front here, I don't think, but he's really worried about Ling counterattacks, which is entirely fair. Spinecrawler trying to get up in position to do something about this. Queen getting focused down. I mean, Baeyang does not have much. He does not have much at the front right now. He repositions the tank into a more safe location, giving up the aggressive position to try to take down the lair for the time being. Bunker does not happen there. Spinecrawler trying to burrow itself in on the last remaining vestiges of creep in this area. Ling's coming around the backside. The tank is going to go down. Just a focus fire here from the Mutalisks. They get out. Viking gets killed as well. This is some intense aggression on display right now from Baeyang, but then he decides it's time to go home. I'm 2-basing it. I've got 51 workers on 2 bases, which is really oversaturated, and I'm not even going to salvage my bunker. So... all right, fairly well. So Railgun happily on 3 bases, keeps his lair alive, which is massive for him. He's got a bunch of Mutalisks. Ling's trying to counter. Oh, I like that position you had, man. Where the Lings were kind of stuck in that little choke behind that mineral field. Didn't work out. He knows. Railgun knows there's not a 3rd base. Great positioning on that Overlord. And he knows this is just completely all in out of Baeyang right now. Because it is. He's finally working on +1 attack. He's getting stimmed. He's going to try to set up on this left side, but... God, the Banelings getting major hits here. However... Ooh, just touches back to get rid of that tank. Tank gone. And that's really all that remains of the siege potential for the Terran players. Losing that tank is really bad. Exceptionally terrible. Mutalisks... trying to fight. That's a lot of Marines and Vikings, though. Vikings alone, not great against mutas, but Marines are the anti-air unit of all anti-air units in StarCraft 2. Cost for cost, pound for pound. These guys are incredible. Baeyang trying to take a 3rd at about 10 minutes. And yeah, this is scrap. This is what we like to call a scrappy match. You might need a scrappy tag. Someone mentioned that a couple weeks ago. I was like, Falcon, you should have a scrappy tag for your scrappy games, because people like scrappy games, and I cannot disagree with it. Lings, Banelings rolling in, and these SCVs need to be saved, dudes. Come in with your Marines. Save their lives. Now, unfortunately, there are like also 8 Banelings. The splits are pretty good out of Baeyang here. Vikings getting free shots on these Mulisks. Ooh, they come back in to die to the Marines. Terrible stuff there. The Lings have upgrades. They do not have any attack upgrades, but they're working on 1-1. It's going to be some time. Overlord killed. All right, so we're 3-basing it to 3-basing it here. I feel like there are more Lings trying to get up into the main base, but that did not succeed all that well. The Mutalisk count is not super healthy out of Railgan. He's got 2 of them. He's making Banelings and more Zerglings. He's going to try to win this thing completely with the Lings and the Banes in his corner. 4th base coming up for Railgun on the right side. Muta's just trying to be scouting units, but there's this much anti-air. Like, everything here can shoot up except for the medevac. Pretty rough stuff. The Mutas have to get out of there. Creep spread, killing. Pretty good here for Baeyang. Not incredible, but the Baneling count, though. Yeah, Banelings with speed on creep. Never going to go well for the Terran in most situations. And bam! Whoa! Baeyang gets the win. Railgan taps out here. Feels a little premature, but I guess all he had were 10 Banelings, which, to be fair, I feel like 10 Banelings could probably kill this. And here they're in the neighborhood. Yeah, so that automatically cancels the 4th. Nothing killed that. That was just a cancel because he quit. I guess it is 102 to 68 supply. The Terran player just has a massive advantage here in army. In workers as well, he's ahead 56 to 46. These Banelings, I mean, it's basically 10 Banelings and 6 Queens is it. He doesn't have much of a bank, although, dunno. It was definitely a weird strategy from Baeyang to set up on that 2-base attack, siege up the lair, get some great trades that way, and then siege up on the 3rd base, but killing the tank. Another tank showed up, firing on these Queens pretty effectively. The creep is around this backside, too. I just feel like these Banelings could sneak up on this. I don't know. I don't know what that sound was either. I don't know. Like, I'm looking at it here. I need Railgun to explain. He did that last time with my last video. He commented on my commentating and said where I was wrong. So, I mean, sure, it's a 3-base to a 3-base. On that basic level, yes, Railgun's in a lot of trouble, but it's more of a long-term diagnosis than like a you're dead this very second kind of a thing. Like, if these Banelings didn't exist, I'd feel much different about this. There's only 4 Lings in production. There's really only these Queens here, which aren't going to do much. The upgrades are kind of late. 1-1 is done for the Marines right now. This tank is already got 8 kills, doing pretty well with himself. But, man, Banelings are such game changers. I kind of feel like you're rolling back here. You just smash into this. And if the reaction time from Baeyang isn't great, you clean it up, you drone up a bit, maybe saturate your 4th base, and we're okay. It's just, sometimes that StarCraft, man, sometimes it's just on the edge like that, right? One tiny little thing happens and you're dead. Whereas if that tiny little thing doesn't happen, you live to keep fighting. It's kind of StarCraft some days. So, whoa, bumped the mouse with my arm there, strangely enough. So end of the day, 10,000 resources lost for Railgun, 7,000 for Baeyang. All 10 Mutas died. I'm telling you, Mutalisks, man, hard to control. Hard to control against Terran. Only 4 drones died, which is pretty good. 17 SCVs got killed. 37 Banelings were lost, which, again, I'm pretty sure that is. Banelings only show up as lost if they get killed before they explode on their intended target. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's accurate. I'm not sure if that's something that they can calculate in-game, right? But it's true. That seems like a lot of dead Banelings that didn't take any Terran with them, you know? 49 Marines, 5 tanks, 2 Cyclones died. When the heck were there Cyclones? I do not remember there being Cyclones in this game. That just goes to show how observant I am sometimes. But that's it. It's a very, very, very weird game. Railgun goes for the 2-base Mutalisk opener. Baeyang goes for the 2-base Siege Tank Marine bunker setup here on Zen. Zen is a weird map, and this game really showed why. Good stuff. All right, well, be sure to check out Railgun on Twitch and on Facebook. Again, links in the description. And that's going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.